What does a systems integrator really do, and what is its value to the customer?
Systems integrator tackles large-scale design projects, plants, refineries, offshore platforms, vessels. We take a number of telecommunication systems, we integrate them together for one functional system. So we have different benefits for different customers, right? The end user is looking for longevity, ease of operation, some functional features that we might design in. And some of the construction firms are looking at maybe ease of installation, the quality of our engineering drawings that can go right to production, those sorts of things. So we tailor our offering depending on who our customer is and what the project is.
Who do you serve, and why do you think they choose to work with Speedcast?
We serve any of the large customers, large energy customers primarily, but we also dabble in the enterprise and emerging markets areas also. But Speedcast has a long history of providing satellite communications to a lot of these facilities. So by us adding in systems integration capabilities on top of that, we can tie it all into one system where, you've got remote video, you've got access control, you've got all of these different features that are integrated back to their VSAT and ultimately back to their home office. So I think Speedcast's long history in this helps us win these projects.
What are the trends you're seeing in IoT for energy?
We are seeing a big trend in Internet of Things. We're seeing years ago we had Wi-Fi coverage or LTE coverage in just the living quarters as like a crew welfare sort of feature. Now we're seeing the need for Wi-Fi coverage everywhere on the facility. They're taking wireless sensors, personnel tracking devices, vehicle tracking devices, and all of these things, and they're implementing it into their day-to-day routines. So, as a trend, we're seeing the infrastructure needed to support these IoT features growing dramatically.
Why is Wi-Fi still a critical part of your implementations?
So Wi-Fi is something that we use on a day-to-day basis. It's become the industry norm, right? Everyone has a device in their pocket that can immediately get on a Wi-Fi network. In these applications, they still want to continue with that trend. While there are other technologies like private LTE or WiMAX, they're not readily available to individual devices that everyone already has in their pocket. So, we are doing Wi-Fi coverage, and then in certain cases where we need to implement WiMAX for longer ranges or 4G LTE for particular point-to-point, we certainly do that. But almost all of the facilities end up using Wi-Fi as the interface between the man and machine.
How do you keep up with changing technology?
We have to keep up with the changes. We work very closely with manufacturers, and we're continuously meeting with those guys, figuring out what the new technology is, how we can apply it, and how we can make things better for our customers. So as a requirement in the systems integration group, all of the engineers have to do continuing education courses. Most of the time, these are provided from the manufacturers. They'll come in and present a new camera, a new IoT device, a new video analytic app that we're running, and then our engineers can stay current on these things and apply them on these new projects that we see. We're scaling the networks now to the fullest capacity available. So even though we're doing a design document that says we only need this much bandwidth to support the current level of devices, we're double and tripling that when we're implementing the infrastructure, because we know that there's going to be advances in technology. We know new products are coming out that we have to account for. So, even though we might be able to get it by with a 1 gigabit network, we're providing a 10 gigabit network because we know bandwidth is only going to go up from here. It's never going to go down. And we want to be ready for that. And we want to design systems that are future-proof so that when the customer wants to roll out new technology, he's got the infrastructure to do that.